let's see what's going on for my Geminis here. What we have as far as the focus or challenge coming up is the 5 of bats. And the bats in this deck, Gemini, are comparable to the swords in the rider-based decks. So 5 of bats is talking about conflict, winner takes all mentality. So this means that you are going into or dealing with a situation where, you may have to kind of be sneaky or use underhanded tactics to win, but you're willing to do whatever is necessary. But many of you are being guided by your intuition in this situation. So some of you may feel in October, no matter what this situation is, what it entails, who it involves, because it seems like that'll be different for all of you. I'm not getting a specific area here. So for some of you, it may be work, family, friends, relationships, wherever you're dealing with a situation where it feels like you are, this is the card of war or battle. You may feel like you have to kind of go all out and do whatever is necessary, but you're just going to know intuitively what approach, what tactic, what is the best way to do this? What is the best way to get what you want or who you want? And because I'm not getting a specific area, this doesn't have to be a huge deal. We've got actually, we don't have any major arcana here. So I feel like this is kind of minor stuff or a minor mundane thing, meaning earthbound thing. So maybe money, possessions, that sort of thing, job, work, that kind of stuff. That you're dealing with in October. So go with your feelings. There may also be a female or a feminine person. It doesn't have to be a woman in these general readings. It could be a more feminine male who is helping you, who is guiding you, who's giving you really good advice. This could be somebody you see as very spiritual or intuitive or psychic, or this may be just the person you always go to for advice. And they're gonna have some words of wisdom for you and really kind of be able to give you some direction or help you trust your own intuition rather than questioning it all the time. Because air signs tend to do that. You're mental signs. So, you're always kind of looking things from the logical or analytical standpoint and trying to kind of deconstruct it that way. But that completely ignores intuition or what your gut may be telling you. Because this doesn't always seem logical. In fact, rarely does your intuition seem logical. You just feel drawn to do something or drawn to a person or drawn to go down a certain path. And others may think, well, that doesn't make any sense. The other path looks more like the sure thing or but it doesn't feel right to you. So a lot of that going on in October for you, Gemini. Now, the present, meaning like whenever you're watching this or moving into October, we have the 6 of bats, but in reverse. So, and these two positions normally are connected. So it could seem like you are stuck in a tumultuous situation, like you're unable to move forward, you're blocked in some way. For some of you, this may have something to do with health issues. Maybe you're just not, you want to do this or that. You want to go out and kind of take on the world, or you want to go out and conquer a fear, conquer something. But you're battling an illness or you're feeling unwell. For some of you, maybe this is a family member, maybe particularly mom or mother-in-law, or a family member on mom's side of the family who has been ill or unwell. And maybe you have to take care of this person, look after this person. And maybe it's getting to the point where you're not sure how much longer you're going to be able to do this. They may need more care than you can give. But for some of you, I feel like maybe you're just under the weather a little bit in October. You may be battling a cold or a battle, it doesn't have to be some horrible illness. It could just be a cold or a flu. So knowing this in advance, this is where readings can help. That whole forewarned, forearmed cliche, which is actually true. is, stay away from sick people. Do your best, use your hand sanitizer. Wash your hands a little bit more than you normally do. And, maybe you can keep this at bay. For some of you, though, this doesn't, it doesn't have to be a physical illness. This can be, Bjork in reverse talks about just conflict and issues with people closest to us. So this could be family members. Generally, it's family or people we live with, our spouse, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, siblings, people we have regular interactions with. Could be coworkers. I don't have any actually pumpkins on the table, which are the pentacles in this deck, but so again, conflict and arguments with. And it could be like, we're just going to have to agree to disagree, because no matter what I say, we see things differently. We're always going to see this differently. Maybe you and other family members or other people are disagreeing over what should be done for the care of mom or someone else in the family. And, what this rune is saying is give it some time, because, initial talks may not go super well. But there will be a solution. It may take a little while, though. It may take a few days, or it may take to the end of October for some of you to get to a solution with what to do about this. For some of you, this is a project or a pursuit that you just keep running into obstacles, and you may get to a certain point and you have to drop it, or you never can kind of get past a certain point with something you're wanting to do. And this could be anything: a course of study, a business you want to start, any kind of personal project, or something that you are trying to birth or create, especially, or maybe even a position that you want to create, or at your current job, and you keep running into obstacles whenever this happens. Again, Dag is a very positive rune here for that, saying the time may not be right now, but just give it a little bit more time. Continue to be patient, and things will start to pay off. Now, those of you that are waiting, like trying to create a project, if you are working on a presentation or working on a proposal of some sort, it may just be you need to step away. Maybe you've been working on it too long. Sometimes if you just put something down or step away from it and then come back and look at it again with fresh eyes, you're going to be like, oh, eureka. Now it's flowing again. So yeah, I think the start of October, Gemini, may be a little bit, kind of putting out fires. It's like, oh, I got to take care of this. And then, disagreements with family. And then this project, I've got to keep running into obstacles. Give it a few days. That Mercury retrograde energy is still kind of hanging around end of September, real early October. So just give it a few days. And with Dag, that does mean day. That's the rune for one day. So, it could be as short a time span as, yesterday was awful, and then today things are totally turned around. The help that's going to be available to you, we have the Knight of Bats. So this is the Knight of Swords in the traditional weight decks. So Gemini, this is air sign energy. So this could be you, or another Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra energy. And I feel like it's you, though, and kind of going back to this, I feel like it's you going after something or someone, and Libra kind of got a similar message here. Going after something with tenacity. There's something that you really, really want. You may have put it down for a while, or there may have been like a break where you were going after it and then you had to kind of stop, put it down, and now you're going after it again. This could be a person, an opportunity, a job. This could be someone, though, that you haven't heard from in a while. And suddenly, because the swords, particularly the knights, they can bring news or information. They can be traveling with messages. So this could be a text or an email or a message from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. For some of you, maybe it's someone you're separated from, or an ex, or someone you have been out of touch with for quite some time. So, and for some of you, it could be your son or daughter. I don't, in these general readings, this can be male or female, but yeah, Nights are generally younger or a younger energy. So maybe someone 30 or younger who comes back in and really wants, it's kind of like they disappeared off the face of the earth, and now suddenly you're getting bombarded by messages from them. Or, for some of you though, this is something that you had to put on hold for a while, and now you're going after it, and you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to start to see things moving forward very, very quickly. Whereas maybe things were at a standstill last month. October sees things really, really taking off. Now, this could be somebody, Gemini, if it's not you this night, this could be someone that you're going after, that you're interested in, you're attracted to. And maybe it's kind of an on-off thing, again, with Esau here, because that indicates kind of like, there's long periods where maybe you don't talk, there's no communication, and then it heats up, and there's a lot of communication all at once. So, I feel like, though, for many of you, this is somebody that you already know, or there is kind of that, we flirt back and forth occasionally, or we see each other on and off. And, but this person could really, really be turning up the heat in October, Gemini, and coming after you, or you going after someone and being like, you know what, I'm tired of this, like, not moving forward. For some of you, maybe that's what this is, this Six of Bats or Six of Swords in reverse. Is like, I want this to be more stable. It's been so tumultuous, and I want it, and off and on, and I want it to be more predictable and more stable and grounded. Now, for those of you that have been single, especially those of you that have been single for a while with Esau, if it's been kind of frozen, like the frozen tundra on the dating scene, or maybe you just haven't been running into as many people that you're even interested in, there's going to be at least one in October, I think, that you're going to be flirting pretty furiously with, Gemini, and getting it right back. It's going to be an even exchange here. So I'm seeing a lot of communication, a lot of mental stimulation going on, which is the best kind for you, mental signs. Anybody who wants to get with you, they have to, attract your mind. And you have to be attracted to their mind as well. So what must be accepted? We've got King of Ghosts in reverse. And the ghosts in this deck are the cups. So we're talking about water sign energy here, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or someone with those traits. And the kings are generally older. So, or older than 30 anyway. More mature than the knights. And this could be male or female, again. But in the reverse, the King of Ghosts emotionally manipulates people. He tries to control people by controlling their emotions, controlling their feelings. He is quite seductive when he wants to be. He uses charm and seduction to get what he wants. So this could be for some of you, maybe, this is you, and then this is this person that you are dealing with. But for others of you, it could be two different people. But this indicates somebody who has been kind of hidden. It's kind of the same message here. Somebody who has been hidden away or kind of out of reach, or unavailable to you, suddenly kind of coming out of the woodwork, and there's communication. There's new messages, new information. Now, for some of you, though, this is a completely different situation. This is someone who, secrets are coming out. Maybe this is someone that was hiding something from you, and it finally kind of comes to light through communication. So maybe they come clean. Maybe someone confesses something to you, tells you a secret, but most likely you're hearing it from someone else. I feel like, again, you're getting some really good advice here. So these two rooms, maybe when we were talking earlier about this feminine energy that you go to for advice, I'm seeing, again, you kind of go into this person. It's like, hey, I don't know what to do here. I found out this hidden information. A lot going on with karma here. Now, for some of you, this could have to do with a legal situation, a lawsuit, or something that has been off balance. You're trying to balance. Kind of goes along with five of swords or five of bats here. That conflict, winner takes all mentality, trying to win a settlement, trying to, maybe a divorce settlement. This could be legal advice. Getting some, maybe through discovery, some of you, a lawyer has found out something about this guy or this person that's going to work in your favor, because they were trying very, very hard to hide it. But now it's kind of like, this is the rune of reap what you sow, as well as being the rune of legalities. So it's kind of like whoever's been lying, whoever's been hiding things, being less than honest, in a legal situation, or really any situation, it's going to come to light. For some of you, this could be a coworker or someone that you're finding, it could be that this person has been doing some things behind the curtain. I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz. You know how the wizard is behind the curtain there and operating that face in the wall. It's really just this little man behind the curtain. But yeah, there could be somebody who's been doing some things behind, deceiving people, stealing even. That comes out, this person is fired, and then you're interviewing for their position. So it could be that, you find out something about someone and you're the one who leaks it, Gemini, and then you go after their position. Again, winner takes all. But yeah, whoever this is, they need to go, because they're either stealing, or what they're doing is they're being deceptive about their actions or motives in some way, and it's affecting probably the entire company. So you can find out some secret information in October, Gemini, that's really going to help you get a leg up. Now, the Ace of Imps is here in the reverse. So Ace of Wands in the Rider deck. So I feel like at the end of October, there may be a bit of a delay around. So for those of you that interview for a position, or you are waiting to hear back news about something, some of you, this may be a test or an exam or a certification or something you're trying to get. You're waiting to hear back, get the news back regarding information, or how you did on something, or if you got the job, that sort of thing. Maybe a bit delayed at the end of October. This could also be, for some of you, an opportunity falling through. But if that's the case, it's because maybe this is somebody you interviewed with, but they weren't giving you all the information. They were hiding stuff from you. They were hiding information about what the pay would be, and then you find out and it's like way lower than what you can accept, that sort of thing. So there's something about either delay around a new position or new opportunity, or something that was hidden coming to light, and it's like you can't make it work. It's not going to be, it's not what you thought it would be. So, but you still have Solu here at the end. So that is indicating you're still going to be feeling positive about your options. So it could be maybe even before you hear back about this one, you've already got some other options. You've already got some other things going on. Same with a love interest. It's like, this guy, I don't trust him. I never have, or I don't feel like this person's on the up and up, but I've got these other options over here too. I've got this flirty McFlirtingstein up here that I'm enjoying chatting with. So I don't really need this. This guy's energy is very heavy and deep, and just, you never get a straight answer. And for a Gemini, I mean, you're not, I'm feeling a strong Scorpio pull with this guy. And this guy's more your speed. Guy or girl is more your speed, because they have that air sign energy. Things are quick. They're very bright. And, this is the person, like, you have those text conversations where it's like immediate, you're just going back and forth and enjoying it.